Hi guys, so this is my second attempt. I didn't like my first attempt, so I'm going to do my next one. It's Anne's video, you know, weekly tag, week 36, and she was doing monochrome and just slow stitching, so, and no pattern. So I thought I would do monochrome. Can be all, you know, all of one, and like all the tones of like a color family, if you know what I mean. I've decided to keep the monochrome part to my base, and then I'm going to use red thread. I'm going to attempt, oh, I didn't pin that one on. That's going to go there. I already sort of decided my fabrics because I was struggling with it, so so that's why you're seeing them already pinned. So I'm going to do my running stitch here. So how is everyone today? I did already record about a half-an-hour video, and then I deleted it because I didn't like what I did. And I will tell you now, there's a bit of noise. The people upstairs are now downstairs below my window barbecuing, and the children are running around making noises. So you might hear that, that's all. I can't help it. And it's also distracting me a little bit. So this is not the most exciting stitching to watch because it's really, you know, tone on, well, I'm doing the red, but apart from that, there's no pattern. Anne said no pattern. Well, I do have a stripe there. I don't know. That might be pattern. But I'm just going to create my pattern with my stitch. Hopefully. Hopefully I don't have to start my video a third time, because that would not be fun. Okay. And I like the idea of these. I'm just going to jump over here. Of these colours, the, you know, the creamy colours, the ecru colours, the linen sort of colours with red. And I also like them with blue. But I thought for a change we'd do red. Oh my goodness, now they're playing with the garage door. The other people that live in the building saw that, they'd be really annoyed. They don't care. They're not, you know, they're not paying. They don't have to worry about the maintenance of the building. The church is paying for them, and they just don't seem to care. They don't work, I'm sorry to say. They've been here for like 3 years or 4 years. And they just thump around all day. Okay. Sorry about that. I just had a bit of a whinge, didn't I? Okay, so how is everyone today? What are you up to? Are you doing your stitching, or... I mean, this is pretty mindless stuff. You don't really have to think about it too much. So far, I'm liking this one more than the other rubbish that I did. And as I'm stitching along, I'm trying to think, what is my next step? we'll put a stitch under there. See, I'm not bothering stitching under that bit there. Okay. Well, that's done. Now, I want to stitch this on. And what will I do on that one? I think I'm just going to go around it. I'm actually down here with my thread, so I better start down here. I want to do little stitches. So Lulu's starting school next week, so she can't believe it. And she'll be in a new class because they had to choose at their artistic school what did they want to specialise in, and she's chosen architecture because she wants to study architecture at university. And so, yeah, so she's going to be in a new class. Two of her friends, the nicest ones of all of her friends, are going to be in the class with her, which is good. And so she's curious. She's a bit anxious because there's going to be new people to see who they are, but you never know. Might be some new people in there that she likes. Or maybe she won't like any of them. I don't know. We'll see what happens. She hasn't been too lucky with her classes. Like last year, the last 2 years, the class wasn't too bad in the sense that, you know, not too many silly ones in the class, mostly nice. Whereas when she was at middle school, her class was awful. Horrible, like mean, lot of mean people in the class. She didn't like middle school. But like the last 2 years in high school, they were pretty nice, the kids, I think. But not anyone new that she bonded with. They were just her old friends from before. Okay, I'm liking this one better than what the other one I did. I'm not going to show you the other one because it's gross. I think I was, you know, putting too many things on. Okay, so I'm going to stitch this on. I think I'm going to running stitch underneath. I think I'll go this way. So I think I'll take that one off. Do my running stitch across here. And then put the other one back on. Okay. Okay, I've gone quiet because there's a lot of chitter-chatter downstairs and that's a bit distracting. Okay. I need to change my thread. So yeah, not the most exciting video, watching running stitch. We'll try and switch up the stitches in a minute. Okay. It's really amazing how sometimes like the simplest prompts just get in your head and you're like, oh, what am I going to do? Because maybe it's because we feel limited by the prompt. Some prompts, like, their possibilities are endless, like you could do so many different things, and some prompts, and it's the same for everything, every type of prompt, you know, like in every type of, like whether you're doing a journal prompt or a sewing prompt or anything, and some of them you feel like, maybe because it's so simple, you feel like it's hard to think out of the box. So I'm not thinking out of the box at all. And then, of course, I love pattern, and there's no pattern in this one. So that limits me. That sort of slows you down a bit. So I guess I'm playing with a few different textures here. So I get around the no pattern, and I put in texture. Whoops. Sorry, a few more rows here. Okay, we're nearly there. Oops. Oops, I'm tangled here. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I'll end that off. And I'm going to stitch this on, this lovely piece of lace. And I think here I'm just going to go across with a little running stitch. Okay, and then just little stitches to hold the rest of it down. See if I can get to the end with this thread, and then I can get a new one. Okay. Yes, I'm liking this one much more than the previous one I did. Okay, nearly there. Now I'm going to do some little seed stitches, I think. So little seed stitches just are little stitches that go off in random directions. So you've got to think about it. You've got to remind yourself not to go in the same direction as the last stitch. Oops, I've got a knot here. Let's see. Yep, going to keep on going a little bit. I just want to come over here a little bit. Do a few more. Okay. I'm just doing random stitches, kind of like almost like a sampler. I'm just going to do this and then make some plus signs. Might do another row of those. I wonder if we're allowed to have buttons on this. I might put a button on. It's like a little sampler of stitches, really. I know I broke the rules. I used red thread. I have a little row of running stitch there. Try and make them little if I can. I don't know if I can. This will be quick because this is thin, this fabric. There we go. Okay, so we'll end that off. Now let me just grab my buttons. So it's my little sampler piece. Just want a little one, I think. And let me just see, where do I want to put it? Yeah, I think I'll put it up there. Okay, and then here I'm going to do some French knots. So it's probably not quite what Anne was thinking, but here you go. This is my view on it. Big chunky knots. Okay. So let's get the button in. I wanted to go like this, and then I'll just go in a few times. Okay, now I'll tie it. There we go. And then one last thing. I'm sure you can guess what's coming. I think I might like to put a little one of those on. I just got to decide where. There. There. No, I think I like it up there. Okay, and I always just stitch these at the corners. So not the most exciting tag in the world, but a good thing for if someone is a beginner. Put a little stitch in the center there because it's quite long. If someone's a beginner, it's a good way to practice your stitches. Oh, I've unthreaded again. Sorry, guys. So mine's not really monotone, is it? It's just a monotone background. And then I've done red all over it. So I did break the rules a bit. I don't want any rule police out there. I'm well aware. It's my interpretation of the tag. Oh, squealing one. Okay, let's try again. Always at the end. Okay, last 2 stitches. I'll do stitching one into this one. I think it filled the slow stitching brief. And there we go. It's very busy with stitches. Okay. That is it. That is my tag for this week. I'm quite happy. It looks like a little sampler. It's not my favourite tag, but it's okay. Yeah. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed that and got something out of it. And I thank you for watching. And I will see you again soon. Bye.